Going in on the book anyway.
I think I like this a lot better. All right. It's popping up now. We'll be live in just a second.
I'm looking at it.
Well, then we on. You the DJ.
Popping up now. We'll be live. Let me turn this down real quick, and then we're going to do it like this. Like this. And like this. Because we got a little something special today. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, DJ Don P. P stand for petty, twice on Sunday, 3 times on Monday, with none other than the greatest co-host in the world, my man.
Oh, you overselling it right there, man. You overselling it for real. But they call me Chase Platinum Rewards, baby. And we here. We live. We doing it all the way live this time. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna get your points up with us today. We got the Chase Platinum Rewards. We got the DJ Don P. I hear we got some hot topics. I hear some people hot over the topics. So,
hey, man,
come on in and holler at us and let's get this thing popping.
We're gonna do it like this because.
Well, before you do that,
I wanted to put my glass.
Let me help out. Well, we'll wait. It ain't really nobody on anyway. We'll just go ahead. I was gonna say because I put information in there. If you want to join, if you want to get on the show, this week you can actually join in through the Zoom app. I got the information in the comments. It has all the information you need. It got the link. You can call in. You can use your phone. You can use your audio from your phone or whatever you want to do. But we're gonna do it live today. I hear we got a really good. I hear we got some really good questions today on some. From what I hear, I'm sorry, I had to mute my phone. But I hear we had some real lively discussion that we need to get into today. So with that, without further ado, I'm gonna turn it over to the DJ Don P to get us started.
Well, man, to get us started, like a lot of people had brought something to my attention. It was like, hey, Don P, y'all still. First of all, they was like, y'all still do the show, don't you? I'm like, well, yeah, we do the show. Who y'all think we are? It's plain talk propaganda. We almost like Rockefeller, can't stop, won't stop. Mm-hmm. They're like, man, look, me and some of my girlfriends, us black women, we not happy with somebody. And I'm like, y'all not happy with who? Like, who y'all not happy with? They say Young Jeezy.
Snow?
Jeezy.
Snow?
Man,
they mad at
Jay
Snow?
Wayne, man. They mad at Jay Wayne.
Tell me why.
Y'all don't know Jay Wayne Jenkins. Jay Wayne Jenkins, he released a new album, TM104, Return of the Snow.
Okay.
It's the Legend of the Snow. One of the two. I don't know.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's the Legend of the Snowman.
He came
the Legend of the Snowman.
And he came out and expressed his love for a young lady by the name of Jeannie Mai. And I'm like, okay.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Well, Jeannie Mai ain't black. And so some of the comments that I was receiving, I was like, so what's the issue? So I'm just going to go down a couple of them. And one of the controversial portion of this is Jeannie Mai, allegedly, because I didn't read it. I didn't want to read it. I just wanted to come stop the dome and just be all wrong till somebody correct me. She made a comment about the type of men that she prefers. She prefers her white meat with a little dark meat on the side. I'm like, huh? white meat with a little dark meat on the side. So one of the first question was, so Jeezy, you a side? Hold on. Disclaimer, because we get, we always got to do this because we normally gonna get in trouble. Mom,
get in trouble for what?
I'm not using profanity. I'm explaining it how it's explained to me. Jeezy, you a side nigga? Side what? Oh, you a side piece, Jeezy? And I'm like, Jeezy told y'all a long time ago. Jeezy like a drink, Jeezy like a smoke, Jeezy like a Jeezy like a trap, Jeezy like a grind. Jeezy bought his paper, because Jeezy like
to shine. Yeah. No doubt.
Jeannie Mai, what is the name of the TV show she's on? I think it's The Real or
The Real
or one of the
Real,
two.
yeah.
The Real.
Yeah.
She's a talk show host on The Real. And Jeezy told you what he was about a long time ago. That don't mean it changed because his status changed. And the group of African American women were like, why every time black men get on, they got to go find somebody that's not a sister? And I'm like, I don't know, but there was a song came out a long time ago. It said, when you get on, you leave your ass for a white girl. They told you that was gonna happen. I don't know why, but he said, when you get on, you leave your ass for a white girl. Kanye told y'all. And even the girl, she said, Yeezy taught me. I don't know if he's following Yeezy's advice. I don't know what that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he does have a son already, which means he's had one relationship with at least one black female. I remember a time when he was dating Keisha Cole. I don't know why that man is not having relations or being in a relationship with an African-American woman right now. And the young ladies were like, Don P, don't you get on there being fly, talking fly. Look, call me Mr. Wings himself.
Wait, somebody told Don P he couldn't be fly on his own show? I don't believe that.
On PlainTalkPropaganda, ain't no petty. I stay petty. Right now, man, call me Petty Pendergrass, because I can sing the song for you. He said, when you get on, you leave your ass for a white girl. He already told you. Okay. I think the non-petty side of me saying that these are the circles of people that he's been around. Maybe the majority of the black females in those circles already have significant others. So I think he took it upon himself to be like, hey, why don't I not go for somebody that already got somebody? Maybe I'll go for somebody that ain't got nobody. It just so happened to be Jeannie Mai. I don't know her nationality, but
she's of Vietnamese and Chinese descent.
Okay, well, let me go mess with the little Vietnamese Chinese girl, and ain't no telling what she's doing with her knees. I don't know. That's for her. Jesus. He got pictures. I'm loving it. I think I'm everybody supposed to be loving everything and being happy. Like, why we
just talked about that.
Something wrong with somebody? We did, but we're gonna keep it going, because look, that's that man. If anybody want to date Jeezy, shoot your shot. I don't know. I think Jeannie might got a shot. I'm never under the impression that he went after her. I'm thinking, because I'm a black man, I'm the prize. I'm the one that everybody need to be with anyway. So maybe Jeannie went after him. I don't know. Maybe she got down on one knee, gave him a promise ring, or a Bentley, because I'm the realest nigga in it. You already know. Got a trap for the year 4 times in a row. What she give you? Who knows? A lifetime of clientele. Jeannie Mai, you get the petty out for DJ Tom P. Do your thing, girl. Whatever you got your knees going. Vietnamese, Chinese, your knees, they not my knees. What you got to say? Mr.
Well,
Chase?
I mean, at the end of the day,
Chase Platinum
Rewards. Chase Platinum Rewards. That's right. I mean, I really don't want to get too far into it, because I feel like it's not my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. this the same Jeezy that everybody was hollering about put out a weak album 2 weeks ago. Now you worried about who he dating. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about, oh, this, I don't know what Jeezy was doing, who co-signed for this. This ain't no album, you know, this ain't right. And now all of a sudden you worried about because he got a girl who not black. Okay, let me run through a few things right here. Serena Williams got a man who ain't black. All right. I'm gonna just stop there. I ain't even go no further. What I'm gonna say is that sometimes we get mad about the wrong things. Like, I understand, I wish some of the people that reached out to you were on right now, because I would love to let them have their chance to speak up and add their points to the show. Because right now, I'm feeling like what I'm hearing is a non-issue. And when I say non-issue, I mean non-issue. Like, it shouldn't even be a topic of discussion. Why are you worried about who young Jeezy, Snowman, Mr. 17.5 is dating is beyond me. The woman, what I want to probably address, I should say, is that I know what the real issue is. Some of these women mad because of the dark meat on the side comments that you alluded to earlier. She said that on her show, The Real, and basically what she was saying at the time gave the impression that she was saying is that black men are fun to play with, but not really to, you're not going to marry a black man. She want to have fun with the black dude on the side, but when it's time to settle down, she want to have a white man. Which at the time that she said it, she was married to a white man. So just me thinking out loud as a person who's not married, but that would be sitting at home wishing I would hear my wife holler about what she want on the side and not acknowledge that I'm the number one dish. Because first of all, you got to keep in mind she's a TV personality. Things like this bring ratings. So when she's saying that, it's for the ratings, right? But I want to speak to my sisters. Why are you so mad? You didn't want snow. You didn't. If you did, you probably didn't have a chance anyway. What circles are you in that got you out here trapping? You understand what I'm saying? What circles are you in where you holding AK-47s, AR-15s, Glock 9s, Glock 40s? Like, come on, let's keep it real. Like, this is where keeping it petty goes wrong. You are all the things you can pick up today.
You're never wrong when
Donald Trump speaking of, you never wrong when you petty. Everybody else is wrong when they petty because they don't know how to do it. They forget which days to be petty. You understand what I'm saying? And so the point I'm making it is this. If you feel that him dating an Asian woman, which is another minority, by the way, not a white woman, if you got a problem with him dating another minority, I'm just asking, did your people always approve of the people that you were dating? I'm going to be real controversial. Is your baby daddy someone that everybody in your family approved of? And for you,
do you like your baby daddy?
Is your husband somebody? Exactly. You see, everybody out here want to tell everybody else what they supposed to be doing in their house and their relationship. But you the same one got to post all your business about how sorry he is. He ain't seen his son. He ain't paid his child support. He don't come around. Now you mad at Jeezy. Jeezy ain't got nothing to do with your shortcomings in life. If Jeezy want to date this young lady, if this young lady want to date Jeezy, I say more power to him. If you ask me, they ought to make some little Tiger Woods to really make y'all mad. Because you got all kind of problems. You got all kind of problems with everybody else and what they doing, but you ain't got no problem with what you doing. While you out here telling everybody else what they should be doing in their relationships, again, I ask, do everybody around you approve of the person you dating? Do everybody like the fact that you dating that married man? I'm just asking. Because to me, this is a non-issue. This is like probably one of the biggest non-issue topics I've ever seen in my life. You really mad because Jeezy dating? Do you know how many Asian women Jeezy done probably been with in his life? Do you know how many black men Jeannie Mai done probably been with in her life? Like, this ain't nothing new.
I know he been with one. Jeannie Mai.
It ain't my business how many he been with. It
Her
ain't
name might be
out of all the shit that's happening in this world. out of all this shit that's happening in this world, you mean to tell me that you woke up on Tuesday, September 10th of 2019 and decided I'm gonna flame Jeezy and Jeannie Mai for dating?
Hey, they got to go. You can't talk about that man like that.
You can talk about whoever you want like you want, but I'm gonna make sure you corrected it. You understand what I'm saying? Because here's what I'm saying to you. Again, these same people that got these complaints is the same one that was hollering Jeezy was ugly. You know what I'm saying? These same women that got these complaints still gonna sit around and watch the reel. They waiting to watch it tomorrow. All you doing is boosting this lady profile. All you doing is pubbing this lady profile. She did not wake up this morning expecting to be a trending topic. Thank you.
But she did her thing.
Thank you, Miss Petty Hater. Hey, what now? I've said what I had to say. DJ Don P said what he had to say. Y'all, if you want to get in on it, we would love to have you. We live tonight. We got it all set up. You can join in. Just get on the Zoom app.
Don't hold back.
I got everything in the comments for you. You can call in. You can log in. You can get on live. You can just come on voice. Come on. Tell us what you think. All those people that was texting DJ Don P today about this, we need to hear from you. I want to know why you so mad. You know what? You big mad. I want to know why. Why you big mad.
I think, at one point in time, I was like, maybe they was mad because he's considered less than by her. But I think he knows that. If he is, I think there is nothing to hide between them. Meaning the comment about
wait a minute. Help me out with what you just said. No, I want you to back up. Go and make sure I understand what you said. You said they're mad because
the comment the comment that Jeannie Mai made about having her black meat on the side.
Okay.
Black women may have been conceptualizing that she's degrading black men. Maybe.
Okay, I just wanted to ask to make sure I clarify what you were saying there.
As degrading as she may think that he is or black men are, they don't look degrading on that picture.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, here's my thing. Here's my thing. You really can't degrade me with my dick in your mouth. Oh, shut up, Chase. Platinum Rewards. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should not have said it that way because I don't know what Jeezy and Jeannie doing. I just know that y'all made it my business. I had to go study this. So all I'm saying is this. Why a black man with a white woman? So he can do the same thing the white man been doing to us our whole lives.
Yes. And guess what? It go like this.
Yeah. What he doing to Jeannie? What Jeezy doing to Jeannie, DJ Don P? Oh man.
Hey man. He's doing it.
Oh man.
He is. Hey, all I know is he's doing it. But
and I don't hear her hollering rape. I don't hear her hollering rape.
No reports. Have yet to hear I have yet to hear any rebuttals. Not rebuttals. I have yet to hear any reports about him abusing her. This is one of the best things I've seen in a while, other than people down talking his latest album that we know in our circle. Jay Wayne, aka Snow, aka Young. Keep doing your thing, man, because you keep motivating. If y'all don't have a chance, follow that man on social media, because I see some of the things in RP to Nip, some of the things that Nip was trying to teach everybody that came around him. I see it being spread worldwide through these other people who are still here. Like, I saw one clip where Jeezy, I don't know if it was playing or if it wasn't playing. I saw a clip of Jeezy pulling up in his car next to some kids who were selling water. So what Jeezy was like, what are y'all selling water for? They basically were selling water just to do something for the team. And they was like, man, we want a car like that. And Jeezy said, man, forget the car, buy the store right there. And he pointed it to the corner store. He said, man, buy some property. Trying to get them to change their mindset or the outlook on what it is to hustle. because he funded their. He said, "I want to know who the smartest one is because I'm gonna fund your project right now. I'm gonna go buy you 2 pallets of water. And see if you can flip this 2 pallets into 4." And maybe he was talking them talking to them in a sense of, the trap mentality where he was coming from, but he was also trying to get these young men to see that it's more than what's on face value. So I know a lot of the people that I'm around talk like that. I know a lot of people I'm around think like that, but a lot of people that I'm around that talk and think like that are successful. So J. Wayne Jenkins, aka Snowman, keep doing your thing, boy.
Man, Jeannie Mai, keep doing your thing too. If there's any Asian cute women that's on national TV that's looking to shit, they ain't got to be that cute. You're on national TV and you try to get your followers up and you need some dark meat on the side, holla at Chase Platinum Rewards. We're going to make sure you get all your points this year, baby.
Yes, sir.
In the words of Young Jeezy, yeah, man. Let's get it.
Hey, man.
DJ Don P, what's up next, man? I thought we'd get somebody to chime in, raise their hand, and say they want to go, give us the other side of the story. It's still open. The line's still open. We online. We'll come back to it. What's next up? Because I got big news for you.
Well, I know you got big news. Small segment. John Legend's wife made a comment about Agent Orange that he didn't like. It was funny to me. Go check it out. Next topic.
No, let's make sure you got your facts straight. DeMarco, you done stole my thunder, but we gonna keep it popping. That's what we do here on Plain Talk Propaganda. Before we get there, let's make sure we don't lie on Miss Chrissy Tiegen. She didn't say anything about him. He said something about her.
Well, Twitter.
She didn't tweet anything about him.
What I'm saying
about
is,
her.
Yeah, but it was on Twitter. The comment was on Twitter.
But it wasn't. She didn't say nothing about him. He attacked her. There was a special on MSNBC Sunday night about prison reform, trying to do something about mass incarceration. It featured John Legend. President Agent Orange decided to take to Twitter and try to request praise for what he's done for the new act that went into effect this year that basically reduced sentences, gave judges additional options for sentencing to try to reduce some of the way out of line sentences that are given to minorities, particularly Black and brown men in this country. He basically said that no one is giving him the credit, no one is saying anything to him, but he calls out John Legend. He calls John Legend, right? He calls out John Legend, born John Legend, and his filthy mouth wife. He didn't call her nasty this time. He said filthy mouth wife. But what he did was, in the whole thing, it was also he used ats to John Legend, also to the anchor, the MSNBC anchor. His name is slipping my mind right now. But he didn't at her, even though he included her in it. Mind you, she was not on the special. She wasn't even involved in the special. And so she woke up and replied to him, LOL, pussy ass bitch president. LOL. He didn't even have the heart. He didn't even have the heart
to add me,
to tag me. Right? He tagged everybody except me. So let's make sure we get the facts straight. He came at her, and she clapped back, and she ended the clap with all the claps of clapping. You understand what I'm saying? She had the clap of all claps. Right. She basically shut him down. He picked a fight that he couldn't, he wrote a check, his ass couldn't cash. He picked a fight that he couldn't win. Because Chrissy Tiegen is a queen of Twitter. She's one of the most brutally honest and straight up, straightforward people. She doesn't have any filter. She doesn't have to. She's not a political pundit. She's not a political figure. She's not an elected official. So she let him have it. And so now on Twitter, they are trending with PAB, OTUS, PAB, all of those things. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's very wonderful. Kudos to you, Miss Chrissy Tiegen, for putting that man in his place. But I had to make sure that we We don't get put out there for misrepresenting. She did not go at him. He went at her, and she just responded and shut the door. That's all.
That's all I did. Hey, it was just a setup. It was called bump set. Y'all see how Chase Pattern Rewards spike that, and this how we do that.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He just told y'all. See, Agent Orange, we be trying to tell you, man. You messed up because people nowadays can actually read. The scary thing for black people, the scary thing for us black people, we can read and understand. At least some of us do. I know I do. The petty one, Petty Pendergrass, DJ Don P, and Chase Pattern Rewards most definitely can read for understanding. So when you come on and you try to make stuff up, thinking that people not going to research, you have things like what I said first happen. And I did it just because I know people are going to listen. But you also got people like us who will correct it. Now, Miss Legend, you're a legend in my book. There was some controversy. Jay-Z did a deal. Jay-Z and his company and their company came to an agreement on how to help with this social injustice that's going on with the help of the National Football League. Week 1 just ended. And it was a great week 1, I might add. So let's give up the recap. Bleacher Report put out some rankings. Before I continue, because we're gonna talk about week 1 of the National Football League. We got a special guest. Would you like to know who he is?
Who is the special guest?
Oh, it's my boy Run Mexico. Hold on, let me go get him.
This boy said Run Mexico. While he going to do that, y'all can log on to Zoom. You can call in, conference call. All of it is in the comments. We want to hear from you. Get live on the show with us. Tell us what we right. Tell us what we wrong. Tell us what we just totally off the off the rocker. But we want to hear from you. We live tonight. It's a true live show. I don't know what DJ Don P is doing at this particular point, but we're gonna just keep it moving and see what he got next, because he say he got a special guest in the studio with him. Uh-oh.
Hello, my friend.
Uh-oh. Like, oh, my goodness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight's show.
I am Run Mexico. I want to first congratulate the Dallas Cowboys.
Dude, that's not what this show is for.
Hey.
Do that on your own personal timeline.
Week 1.
You just killed my vibe.
1.
You just killed my
vibe. Just like we killed the Giants. We don't make the rules. Now. We just play by them.
Y'all giant killers now.
The little Giants at that. We killed the little Giants.
This is NFL Week 1 overreaction right here. Let's go. Let's go, DJ Don P. I mean, a.k.a. Run Mexico. Let's go with it.
So, this is what happened. Week 1, they came out with some, Bleacher Report came out with some rankings. And they ranked, let me read them off for you. They ranked some of the teams, which I didn't agree with some of the rankings because I do think it's an overreaction. But we'll go like this. So they ranked 1 through 32. We got, Dolphins at 32, Giants at 31, Lions at 30, Bucks at 29, Redskins at 28, Bengals at 27, Broncos 26, Cardinals 25, Raiders 24, Jets 23, Jaguars 22, 49ers 21, Falcons 20, Browns 19, Bills 18, Bills 17, yada, yada, yada. The first top 8 right now are Patriots, Chiefs, Saints, Rams, Eagles, Cowboys, Packers, and Chargers. And then those other people in the middle. After week 1, I don't agree with none of that.
Man, hold up. You cannot holler about what you don't agree with when you just put on a mask and a hat and already celebrated a Super Bowl victory. in the first 5
No one
minutes.
is celebrating the Super Bowl. Man,
it looked like it. It looked like
it. Hey, whatever. Hey, man.
It looked like it.
If you can't smell what the Rock is cooking, I can tell you what he's cooking. He's cooking up these W's for these Cowboys, man.
Broke back.
I don't know nothing.
What he
ain't nothing broke on the back of none of this around here, man.
That's what he's cooking up in Arlington. I can't believe you turned the show to a completely different path. We went a positive.
There's only one person. There's only one person with a messed up back right now, and that's Deshaun Watson. That's because he keeps getting slammed on it. Texans, what I will say, is Larry Tunsil and Kenny Stills are going to be good additions. They are proving they're proving their worth. Patriots look like a well-oiled machine. They got better on defense. Look like at least the defensive scheme.
DeMarco, don't join in the shenanigans.
Chiefs still.
This is a family.
Chiefs still got some things to work on.
What type of things do the Chiefs have to work on?
Right. This is a family.
Just go with what you're talking about. What protection you talking about?
Protection. Because I do believe that as quick hitting as their offense is, Mahomes is still touching it. There's a lot of people touching it. At least
he's running into most of those collisions.
It's not like his O-line
is getting him hit. Patrick Mahomes is a gambler. He'll take the hit to make the play. There was at least six. The play that he hurt his ankle on, he didn't have to get hit.
Right. So that needs to be talked about. He's getting touched.
But that's not protection.
It's not a O-line protection issue. It's a protection issue from here, from the standpoint of, because you want to tell the quarterbacks, you want to protect the quarterbacks with the penalties. You have those that go out there and play like he's playing. We call them tough, and then turn around and be like, hey, you can't touch some, you can't touch some. It's all screwed up. Jacksonville, the loss of Foles is going to hurt, because I think he breathed some life into that team. The backup.
Did you watch Gardner Minshew? He didn't do bad.
That's what I said. He didn't do bad.
Someone that got thrown in on the fly. He didn't do bad. They were just already down by that point.
Yeah, I want to say, like, they're going to be okay. I still think Eli will make it over there at some point because of the general manager. From the predictions that we had, the one team that I will change is the Tennessee Titans.
You changing them how?
Moving up. Tennessee is playing with a chip on their shoulder.
Okay, so let me make sure I got this straight. After week one, not based on a body of evidence, but just one game against the Cleveland Browns, you're all of a sudden now elevating the Titans how far?
At least the number 9 team in the AFC.
And you basing that on
how they finished last year, the fact that Delaney Walker's healthy for a change right now, but it's still just week one. And
you can't cap it out when it's still just week one. If you just elevated them, you just gotta just give the definition. You can't backtrack.
How you gonna tell me I can't? It's week one.
My bad, Mr. Mexico. Let's go. Okay. He's still healthy, right? It's a long season.
He's still healthy, and it is. But you know how other teams have other things that push them. I think Delaney Walker is the centerpiece or the cornerstone, for Tennessee. I think he's the glue that keeps them together. We both talked about the importance of running back for Jacksonville,
Leonard Fournette.
But we both have been waiting on him to rear his ugly head like he did last year for a little bit.
That's not. I'm not. I don't feel that way. You may feel that way, but I disagree on both your points. Because Delaney Walker is not the cornerstone. Delanie Walker is not the cornerstone for the Titans. He's their emotional leader. The cornerstone for the Tennessee Titans is Derrick Henry. They go as he goes. That's just a fact. You can slice and chop it any way you want. If Derrick Henry ain't going, the Tennessee Titans ain't going because Marcus Mariota can't get the play action passes. He can't get the bootlegs. He can't get the plays that he needs to get the time to get it to Delanie Walker. Think about it is when Delanie Walker gets the ball, he's making those plays that keep the guys fired up. They keep guys like Derrick Henry fresh and ready to go.
Where's DeMarco Murray at now?
Retired. Why are we talking about DeMarco Murray?
Because he was the backup to Derrick Henry last year.
Man, that was years ago. No, he wasn't. It was Dion Lewis.
Yes, he was.
DeMarco Murray been gone too.
That was last year. Trust me.
It was Dion Lewis. DeMarco Murray was gone in a heartbeat. He got hurt first game of the season. DeMarco Murray is no longer in the league. Dion Lewis has been Derrick Henry's backup for quite a while now.
How much you want to bet?
See, you're not watching. How much
you want to bet?
But you know I watch football.
Yes.
You know I'm not a gambler, but I watch nothing but football. When we finish doing this, I'm going to be back watching tape from Sunday because I don't want to give you the overreaction. Now, the second point that I wanted to explain that I disagree with is I haven't been waiting for Leonard Fournette to do anything. Leonard Fournette is playing football the way he should. It's just that defenses get to tee off on him because their problem has been they haven't had a quarterback. That was the problem last year, sticking with Blake Bortles instead of going out and getting someone. And this year having Nick Foles, who finally threw the touchdown to make it a game, but got hurt on the very same play. They had to throw in a true rookie, Gardner Minshew out of Washington State. He went 13 for 13 on his first 13 passes. The 14th pass should have been caught. It was not caught, but that would have been a record for the franchise. But that kid came out and showed something. Since Nick Foles is probably going to be out for a while, a left collarbone fracture, which is the only injury I've ever had in my life, the only true injury I've ever had in my life, which is going to take about 6 to 8 weeks. He had surgery today, so Foles will be back. Minshew looked good, but Leonard Fournette has been Leonard Fournette. If you looked at the game yesterday, he was giving the Chief defense all kind of hell. The problem is they were able to give it back because there wasn't really a passing threat once we're already up by double-digit lead. Because we were able to tee off.
Too.
Yeah, we were able to tee off. Yeah. But I just want to make sure that we're not both waiting on that. Leonard Fournette is just a victim of the team he plays for right now. He's been running the ball very hard. He's in very good shape. He looked good yesterday. Now, he did get his first fumble, which was on a promising drive. Those types of things happen when we know we can key on one guy. But if Gardner Minshew understands the playbook, the way that he executed coming in relief duty unexpectedly this week, the Jaguars may still be in the hunt. Now, they got to get guys like Miles Jack to stop throwing punches and getting ejected from the first game of the season, probably coming with a big fine, and a lot of the little silly things that they did in that game when they got frustrated at the fact that they were losing. But that's just my take on it.
Do you think things like that create I guess a reputation early, even though it's an isolated incident?
It's not isolated because Miles Jack got thrown out of a game last year for a similar thing. What I would say is this. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if if that happens or not. I think what matters is, does the team find a way to rally now and say, okay, the plan quickly changed. We now got to go to plan B. I think Minshew showed enough this week for that defense to continue to play dominating. Now, I will say, Jalen Ramsey got hurt. That's going to be a big blow, depending on how long he'll be out. AJ Bouye got burnt once or twice. But again, it was against the high-powered Kansas City Chiefs offense. But with that being said, playing in the AFC South, I still think that it's still a wide-open division. And right now, Tennessee, of course, starts with the upper hand with a big victory over Cleveland.
So what do you think about those Jets and Bills? There was a firing that happened that we had discussed in small earlier. What do you think about that? Overreaction?
No. I think if you coming in, first of all, you have to keep in mind Adam Gase left Miami where he basically underwhelmed. Now he's up in New York, And we go with this guy as our kicker, and he smoked those kicks. I mean, bad. It really didn't make sense how bad he missed those kicks to be an NFL kicker. I understand they were your first attempts in your life, and maybe he catches on somewhere else, but they were bad. But if I'm Adam Gase, I've already had one franchise run me out of town. To have another franchise bring me in and we do this on a day that they really should have, and I think I told you, watch out for the Buffalo Bills. Watch out for Josh Allen. The back secondary looks good. That was a good game, a good AFC East game. Now, they're still the bottom feeders of the AFC.
Hard fought.
But flashes, right, which is what you should expect. Flashes of what can be. Le'Veon Bell showed that 600 days don't mean nothing to him when it comes to playing football. And when he got going, it was Le'Veon Bell like he was still playing in Pittsburgh. So, Adam Gase, if you ask me, he did exactly what he's supposed to do. He sent the message to his locker room. I didn't come here to lose. And when you can't kick, when your only job is kicking the ball through the goalpost and you can't do that, I can find somebody else who can. That's what I think.
Sign me up, coach. So, what about the Pittsburgh Steelers? I'm sorry. Pittsburgh Steelers, whatever you want to call them.
What about them?
Overreaction, or it should have happened?
It should have happened. The New England Patriots are stacked. Let me explain something to you today. Now, it could come back to bite them in the rear based on what has just happened. DeMarco already posted it. The New England Patriots have so much talent on their team, they just traded Demaryius Thomas, a former number one wide receiver until he tore his Achilles, to the New York Jets, which is a part of what Adam Gase is doing. Okay, I need another receiver here. Now, I'm still not sold on Sam Darnold, but I'm not writing him off yet. But the point I'm making to you is this. The Pittsburgh Steelers never were going to win that game the other night. Scoring 3 points, a little disappointed in that. But it was a very stacked Patriots team. One of the most stacked Patriots teams that you've seen. And here's how I know. If you think about the 2 touchdown passes that Philip Dorsett caught, just imagine if that was Antonio Brown running those routes. Because Philip Dorsett was wide open. If that's Antonio Brown, he's going to have time to do jump jacks and order a bagel and coffee before he catches the ball.
And finish that bagel and coffee.
Now, with that being said, it's just come out today. This like in the last hour, breaking news right here on Plain Talk Propaganda. Antonio Brown has just been sued for sexual harassment and sexual misconduct by his former trainer. This former trainer is a person that he went to college with, went to Bible study with. They stayed friends, stayed close, had fallen out after he went to the league, apparently got back together around 2016-17, at which time he made her his trainer. She's alleged that she assaulted him on 3 different occasions, once exposing himself, another time masturbating and ejaculating on her back, and third time forcefully pushed her into a pillow and raped her. Antonio Brown's representative has already responded, saying that it was a consensual relationship. I think that we're about to see what happens when keeping it Me Too goes wrong. Now, with that being said, I don't want anyone to take that I'm prejudging the scenario. But here's what I'm going to say to you. If you see me jacking off and you don't like it, how do I ejaculate on your back? I'll wait. You saw me pleasuring myself. You didn't like that, but somehow it ended up on your back. If you saw me, you were looking at me. You ran away and I shot it across the room. With that being said, I don't know this young lady.
You Chase Platinum rewarded her.
Chase Platinum rewards. She got her points. But with that being said, I want to make sure we live and we online. Again, log in to Zoom. Hit us up. You can be on. You can come in. You can state your case. If you think that Chase Platinum rewards is wrong, let me know. But what I'm saying is, it's highly ironic that this happens on the very weekend that he signs with the probable two-time or back-to-back Super Bowl champions. That is all of the things, all of the opportunities you had to expose Antonio Brown through all the things that have happened in the last year and a half. Back when he was in Pittsburgh and we were questioning him in the locker room going live. We were questioning him not showing up to practice. We were questioning him not showing up to the team, making the team playing weight on him. All this time he's been in the media. He's been out front. He's been putting these things out on the internet. All of a sudden, now you file a lawsuit? Now you hear his money is 100% guaranteed? I'm not saying it didn't happen, and I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm saying it's very questionable based on the timing. Now, I hope that Mr. Brown, for all the things that have happened, all the judgment that's been passed, all the different scenarios, everything that people have said about him, that he just goes and plays football. Let your attorneys handle this. Let social media be social media. And for the next 16 to 22 weeks, just play football. Get you a ring, make you some money.
Hopefully.
What do you mean, hopefully? This is what I'm saying. This is the blueprint. This is not hopefully. This is what I'm saying he needs to do. This is suggestion.
He needs to know men.
Yeah, this is not rhetorical. Oh, he needs no men. He needs to know men more than most men know. But with that being said, since he has not contracted our services, because we don't want to see him jack off. But since he hasn't contracted our services, he needs to just play football. No sexual assault, no Twitter, no Instagram. Don't throw your teammates under the bus. Don't show everybody what Tom Brady's house looks like. None of that. Just play football, my brother.
Unless he asks you to.
No.
Without permission.
Tom Brady's not going to ask him to do that. You know why Tom Brady not going to ask him to do that? Because Tom Brady already put the house up for sale for $22 million. Him and his wife, Gisele Bundchen, have already put the house up for sale for $22 million. So they got plenty pictures. They don't need anybody else giving virtual tours.
Hey, man, football. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is the hottest show out. Y'all just don't understand it. But you're going to understand in a minute.
We're going to teach you or you're going to learn.
Anyway, there's a lot of teams in the NFL that are doing big things. But last but not least, the Dallas Cowboys.
No, definitely least. Least and last.
The Dallas Cowboys. Good win, fellas. Good team win. Dak did look good.
Why was it a good win? Why did Dak look good?
Because everybody was wide open.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you, why did Dak look good?
Because that's not what he normally plays like. That's not his normal way of playing.
Is that true? Is that true?
Yes.
You see, this is why I don't have a problem with the Dallas Cowboys. I have a problem with the Dallas Cowboys fans. Dak Prescott has won more than 68% of the games that he's played. He's won playoff games. He's nearly beaten guys like Aaron Rodgers. And the only reason he didn't was because Aaron was on the field last. Dallas Cowboys fans are continuing to do exactly. Dallas Cowboys are doing what perpetuated Colin Kaepernick's exit from the league. You can't leave well enough alone. Why? Because he's not a white boy. If Dak Prescott was a white boy, he'd already have his contract. And I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, this is plain talk propaganda.
True.
This is why
I give you that.
Dak Prescott didn't do anything different. The only thing different he did this year was he had receivers who knew how to play football. He didn't have Jason Witten last year. He does. He didn't have Randall Cobb last year. He does. He had Amari Cooper for the last part of last season. Now he's had a whole off season to work with him. The problem with the Dallas Cowboys is not Dak Prescott. He's a winner. If you go look in the NCAA record books, you're going to see that Dak Prescott as a quarterback holds most of the records in the NCAA from his time at Mississippi State. Okay? The problem with the Dallas Cowboys is their Republican conservative right-wing head coach, Jason Garrett, who's still coaching with a chip on the shoulder, trying to prove that he was the right choice over Sean Payton way back in 2007.
Even though he got Wade Phillips fired. Yep. He did do that.
No, he didn't get Wade Phillips fired. Wade Phillips allowed himself to be fired. Here's what I'm saying to you. Jason Garrett will be the reason that the Cowboys don't reach their potential unless one of two things happens.
What's that?
They bring Hot Boy Chase's previous prediction into fruition and bring down Lincoln Riley, which I want to actually amend that hot take. You might see Lincoln Riley actually in Cleveland is where you will probably see it. Or they simply fire him and bring in another younger, more progressive coach who understands.
You talking about Jason Garrett?
Jason Garrett has got to go.
No, I'm saying you said when you said fire him and bring in a younger coach. You talk because at first you said
Jason
Lincoln
Garrett.
Riley. Okay.
No, I said that unless they bring in Lincoln Riley, which is my take last week, which I'm amending this week and saying that I believe that Cleveland will beat Dallas to the punch and get Lincoln Riley up there with his old Heisman-winning quarterback and that plethora of talent so that they can stop asking him to do what the Texans keep asking Deshaun Watson to do and what other teams keep asking young mobile quarterbacks to do, which is drop back 5 and 7 steps and stand in the pocket.
Become a statue.
What happened yesterday was Kellen Moore, a guy who's been out on the field and understands what it means to play, or Sunday, understands what it means to play under Jason Garrett, said, I'm not letting that happen to anybody else. He didn't ask Dak Prescott to stand in the pocket and throw, except when he knew the pocket would be clean because, oh yeah, we got Ezekiel back on the field. But if you look at the game, Dak Prescott got on the perimeters and got the ball to his playmakers. I hadn't seen Prescott play.
I hadn't seen Prescott play that well since Tony Romo left. And
here's why.
And what I'm saying.
Here's why. Because when Tony Romo left, Jason Garrett did not realize that Dak Prescott was going to be his quarterback. It was a fluke that Prescott got the job. But once Prescott got the job, Jason Garrett went Jason Garrett. And before you know it, he doesn't look as dynamic as he did in the preseason and the first 4 weeks of the season. All of a sudden, Dak Prescott is struggling. Why is he struggling? Because Jason Garrett won't allow his quarterback, just like he did with Tony Romo, won't allow his quarterbacks to audible. He won't allow them to see what they see on the field and make the play. The difference is he turned over the playmaking duties, which Emery pointed out here in the comments correctly, to Kellen Moore. And so the point I'm making to you is if they don't bring in Lincoln Riley, don't be surprised if a young guy like Kellen Moore, an outstanding quarterback at Boise State University, and actually did really good in spot backup duty for the Dallas Cowboys. If you understand what I'm saying, that is the only difference. They're calling plays that Dak Prescott can execute. That was the difference.
No, so
Jason Garrett got out of the way. The problem is Jason Garrett will get back in the way. Go ahead.
That's a bold statement, and I'm hoping that he will play. I'm hoping that he'll play in 5 o'clock traffic and not get in the way. But I will go back to this. Might even been last year when you made this comment about. I don't even know if we did it on the show, but I know we did it in person about the emergence of young coaches and being able to relate. The game plan that Kellen Moore put together, I thought it was more of I'm in the Cowboy system and I know what we can do. So I'm going to run the stuff that we can do. Same thing with
But that's not exactly the Rams. What it was. That's not exactly what it was.
Listen to me.
Give me a chance, though, because I want to make sure we don't miss that.
I know. I got
okay, I'll wait. I'll hold my point.
Same thing with the Rams when you said the young coach is going to come in and they're going to be able to relate to the players. The only thing with the Rams I felt is that he outcoached himself for the Super Bowl. But then again, maybe Gurley has knee issues. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe
Malcolm Brown scored 2 touchdowns Sunday.
So I'm looking at the Lincoln Riley. I hear you when you say that, but I also remember a year ago when you said the same comment about young coaches coming in, and I'm like, that really does make sense from a standpoint of being able to relate and game management to what these players can do. Now, what I am disappointed in is Cam Newton.
Why? Did you watch the game?
Some of it, not all of it.
Because what happened is North Turner still thinks it's 1996.
Exactly. So
he thinks he's coaching Mark Rippon. He thinks he's coaching Doug Williams or somebody.
For me, I still, and I'm a person that holds on to the past. So sue me. I still think Carmelo's the best scorer in the league right now. And
no, he's not the best scorer in the league, but I understand where you're coming from. The best scorer in the league is Stephen Curry. I'm not a Curry fan, but that's just a fact. He's the second best long ball.
He's the second best long ball shooter in the league.
No. He's the best scorer in the league. If you need buckets, I'm a LeBron fan. I've made plenty of statements about KD. Let's not get it twisted. Steph Curry, if you need 25 points in the third quarter, he got them. That's just a fact.
We'll agree to disagree.
That's fair enough. Plain talk propaganda.
But that's what we do. We don't agree on everything, y'all. We be trying to tell y'all that. But
you got to.
Cam Newton won the MVP, being Cam Newton. I haven't seen Cam Newton dance in 2 years.
That's because Cam Newton, it's hard to dance when you hurt.
That's tough, man.
But here's the thing. If you watched the game yesterday, it's old coaches trying to relive the old days. You know why Andy Reid and Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick are so successful? Because they get out the way. They understand that the game has changed. Tom Brady is the offensive coordinator in New England. Kellen Moore is the offensive coordinator in Dallas. And what I wanted to do is backtrack to what you said earlier about Kellen Moore understanding the Cowboy system and calling plays that. That's not what it is. It's Kellen Moore being a player and understanding what field speed is. And what he realizes is, I have players on my team that are faster than field speed. I need to call plays that are faster than field speed. If you think about this for a moment, you know who was the biggest player for the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday?
Michael Gallup. Man, that dude ain't do nothing.
The man had only been in the building for 4 days. Exactly. That's what everybody said.
He was a threat. He was a threat.
Listen to me. Everybody was saying he didn't do nothing. You know what he did? He made everything else run smooth. You know why? Because he's the fastest person on that field. And keep in mind what I told you, Kellen Moore understands game speed. The New York Giants were not going to allow Ezekiel Elliott to embarrass them. You know what we call that? The red pill or the blue pill. Kellen Moore is going to come every week. I'll give it to you Dallas Cowboy style. You got to choose the blue pill or the white pill. Here's the kicker. You don't know which one is.
Oh yeah, it's a setup.
Is Ezekiel the blue pill or is Dak?
But that's what I mean. We basically said the same thing because I wasn't saying that he was calling plays of the Cowboys system. I said he knows what that team can do. Like he knows that the O-line is this. He knows that the running back is that. He knows that, like you say, from a game speed standpoint, those guys are how to manage them. Randall Cobb on the edge, Michael Gallup one-on-one, Cooper, you know what I'm saying, mano y mano. The matchups was just masterful, and I hope Jason Garrett.
But why were the matchups that way?
Because they were that way. That's how they get
because the person calling the plays has been on the field in today's NFL. And what I'm explaining to you is when he played in college, that's what he had around him.
Oh yeah, super talent.
He wasn't a progressive coach in Chris Peterson who helped him see the game 3 to 4 plays ahead. Now, with all that being said, whatever you do, don't let this episode end without this platinum statement from your boy Chase Platinum Rewards.
What's that?
Before this season is over, Jason Garrett will go Jason Garrett.
Hey, we can't go
That's
Eric
why the
Benet.
Cowboys
We are not going Eric Benet.
I can guarantee it. I put a stamp on it, sign the seal of approval, whatever it is that Mr. Frank White said in the movie. Mr. Denzel asked Frank White. I'm telling you, Jason Garrett is going to screw up a good thing. But I did want to make the point and make sure that it's clear, because again, my problem is not with the Dallas Cowboys. My problem with Dallas Cowboys fans, Dak Prescott is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And before it's all said and done, he'll be a Hall of Famer unless Jason Garrett is allowed to continue to stay in his way.
Hopefully not. All I know is this week ain't no slushies being served in Houston.
You should really stop defending our show. What's your disagreement, Emory? Tell us what your disagreement was. I think Emory disagrees with me. I wish y'all would have jumped on the Zoom. Y'all can get in. Y'all can come on the video. We got it set up now. We not limited by Facebook no more, baby. We live. You can come in and tell us what you think. You disagree with me? You a Dallas Cowboys fan? Tell me what you disagree with me about. Because I'm telling you right now, the only barrier to the Cowboys going to a Super Bowl with that team on the field is Jason Garrett. Garrett is now a team manager. Oh my goodness, is that the response? I'm disappointed, Emory. I'm disappointed. You know what?
I can't. What'd he say?
He said that I asked him why he disagreed with me. Now he said that Garrett is now a team manager. His job isn't team manager. His job is head coach. Now,
well,
I'm just gonna,
if he's a manager, he need to go get some water and get off the field.
You understand what I'm saying? He's not a team manager. He's not a team manager. His job is to be head coach. You know what? I missed a whole bunch of comments over here. What the Raiders season will look like. Oh, yeah, I love this new live. I agree, DJ Don P. Well, DeMarco, you're not allowed to watch the show anymore. That's what an OC is supposed to do. Make it easy for his team. Okay, DeMarco, you're allowed back. Bro, the champ is here. Love the black backdrop. He gonna go full room on. Not Dak Prescott. How you jump on? We got the Zoom information, bro. Come on, we got 5 minutes left. Let's get Bro O'Neal in here and see what he got to say. Let's see what he got to say. All you gotta do is hit that Zoom link. Right there in the comments. Call in. Call us. If you're on the line live.
What you got?
He not calling plays. We have a coordinator. Okay, I get that, Emory. But it doesn't matter. Garrett will step in. You know what Garrett will do? He'll call a timeout when they don't need to. That's the problem. Garrett will go Garrett. Mark my words. In the words of George W. Bush. No, George H.W. Bush. Excuse me.
Mm-mm.
Damn, am I now a Republican conservative right wing?
Huh. Fool you once and can't get fooled again.
Hey, y'all see the new format. We're going to run out of time. It's going to run out in a minute. The webinar going to stop. The new format, you able to come in, join. Come on, talk with us. I told you we're going to take this thing to a new level. I am your boy.
Hey, it's going down.
Rewards. Come on over here and get your points with my terribly dressed co-host, Ron Mexico. It is Taco Tuesday, ain't it? Take us out of here, Mr. Mexico. Hey, Kimberly joined us.
It's going like
man,
this.
We coming up. Oh, I love that. Boy, say I secretly hope I lose. All right, Emily, we gonna see. Big Ian, what's up? Thank you for joining. I'm gonna rise like a fucking phoenix and kill all you motherfuckers. I love it. I love it. Snowman, leave those Asian women alone. The black women mad at you. They don't want you to. They don't want you to be in. They don't want you to have no dim sum, no ramen, no Chinese broccoli for you.
If you ask me, you thought about what's on her knees.
Hey, they say Chinese. They say Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees, Christmas trees. Look at these. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Plain talk, propaganda versus everybody. We here for you. What you talking about? Yeah.
I know y'all gonna try to turn this off. So we're gonna do it like
this. I told you them Russians wasn't gonna stop us. We out.